What's up, y'all? This is gonna be a whatever comes out reading. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'd be so grateful. If my TV turns on and you hear something in the background, my TV's updating, so it probably will turn on in any moment now and be weird and loud. I'll just turn it down, no worries. But this is gonna be a video about your person, your ex-person, and who's coming in. So your ex-person, the person you're dealing with now, and if that ain't working out, who's coming in. But like spirit put like this real hard energy on my soul about the reality that you're dealing with somebody who wants you to love them like you love God. Like they want you to love them, have the same dedication for them like you have for the source of all things, bro. But let me tell you, I know it sounds crazy, but let's just walk down this avenue real quick for the people who don't feel like it sounds crazy, right? All right, so look. If any man or woman comes to you and say, I want to be adored and loved like God, first of all, you're the devil. Like you done took the mask completely off of your fucking face. You're the devil. You could be nothing else, because that's exactly the story of the devil. Did the devil not want to be loved like God? Did the devil not want to literally be God in your life? Okay, so if you have people walking around talking about you're supposed to love them like you love God, please understand and know that these people are wicked and evil. I'm sorry. Or I'm not going to even say wicked and evil. They're extremely lost in a deep-rooted psychosis that I don't even think you want to take yourself through to try to heal this person from, okay? This person has literally he or she is in uncharted territory, because it doesn't even make sense. Just imagine like God creating something, right? Like God has like maybe this person on a creation table, and like God is like weaving this person into existence, right? And this person, after a few thousand years, is walking around like, yeah, but like I can be God. Like you didn't even make yourself. Like how? I'm sorry, I get upset. Sorry. You didn't even make, this person didn't even make they didn't even make themselves. Like, how could you be in the stance of God when you didn't even make yourself, sir? Ma'am? How? How could you even deliver on that? You can't even deliver on being who you are, let alone being God. Because if you were who you are, you would realize that God made you exactly enough. Why do you need to be something else? It's because you're dissatisfied with, you're ungrateful. There's the word. You're ungrateful for what you have. You're ungrateful for who you are. You're ungrateful for everything that God has given you. If you're saying that you want to be adored like God, like, what are you talking about? This person that you're dealing with wants you to love them more than you love your children, to love them more than you love your family, to love them more than you love your friends, to love them more than you love your spirituality. This person's trying to take you. This is like narcissism 101. This is like the narcissistic final boss. You feel me? Like this is the grand finus. You know, this is the grand finale right here. This is the final boss of narcissistic, idiotic relationships, right? Because you understand, to even let that type of shit utter out your mouth, you have to be in a deep psychosis that is a detriment, right? It's almost like standing next to somebody who's just screaming every day, fuck God, fuck God, fuck God. Like, you're gonna get struck by lightning at some point, right? So it's like you don't want to link up with somebody who openly is not afraid to say that shit with their heart and mean it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's truly bizarre, because you can't love. And then the crazy part about it is, a lot of this person that you're dealing with, they don't even believe in God. They don't even believe in God, bro. But they want to get people who believe in something to come behind them and worship them as if they're worthy of this level of love and dedication. Like, what? Half of these people, I feel like this person that's trying to get you to see them as God, they're not even worthy. They don't even see themselves. Like, I'm sorry, I can't even, like, my mind is like truly warped by that. Like, what? You like, what? But this just reminds me of the story of like the devil and Persephone, right? I think the reason why the devil's upset is because maybe the devil's person, like the devil's spouse, loves God more than the devil, right? Like somebody who's narcissistic and who has like insecurities like out of this world, like they wouldn't want you to look at anybody. They wouldn't want you to talk to anybody. They would want to keep you completely covered and shielded away, where you can't even have friends, you can't talk, you can't, like, anybody who is like that, please understand that the next course of that level of action is going to require you to get rid of your faith, because that's the only thing in the way from keeping them to have total access and control over you. It's truly wicked and evil, bro. I can't. It's like, I'm using the word wicked and evil, but what it really is like somebody who's deeply like insecure. Like you're so insecure that you don't even want your person to love God. Like that's insane. Like you don't even want God to be a competition. You don't even want God to be in the motherfucking ring. Like that's insane. Like you need to heal. Like if you walking around here, like side note for the cross watcher, if you're walking around here believing that people should worship you like God, like you need to heal. You need to heal. And like the only time that somebody can say that shit with faith is if they don't know God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the only way you can even believe you can sit in the ring with someone like as great as God, is if you don't know God. Right? You out here shucking and jiving in a false belief of who God actually is. That's why you think that you are qualified, or you're capable of being able to walk that light, walk that talk. Nobody can walk that talk but God, sweetie. So, but yeah, anyways, I'm just going to get straight into the reading now, I guess. I'm trying to pump out more videos so that I can get monetized, so that I can like never have to work again. So I can get my RV and like hit the road, Jack, and never come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Divine, what do we have for the collective today? Excuse me. What do we have for the collective today? What does the collective need to know today? What do they need to know about this person who wants them to worship them like God? Yeah. What do we need to know about this person that wants them to worship you? They want you to worship them like God. So the first card coming out is the King of Wands. So this person could be somebody who is like really attractive, somebody who like kind of walks in and like steals the show with people who are like sleeping. Anybody who like, please understand that to be famous in this current society is not hard. Okay? You literally got people out here walking around worshiping gods who sacrifice children. So, I mean, it's not hard to get the masses to be on your side. So just because the person has followers, just because the person has views, just because the person has likes, just because the person has money, doesn't mean that they have the character worthy of it. Okay? This person is somebody who pretends to be like a good leader. They pretend to be like, you know, they may be an entrepreneur. They may have their own businesses or something like that. But this person lacks the ability to see the bigger picture, right? That's why they believe they can be God, because they don't even see the bigger picture. The bigger picture will show you God. So if you're walking around here believing you're God, it's because you're not looking at the bigger picture. You haven't even took a step back out of the mirror yet. You feel me? There's spaces of life, right? I feel like the first space is figuring out how to walk, talk, and maneuver. Once you get through that space, now you're putting yourself in the mirror to figure out who you want to be and who you actually are, right? And then the next step is like being that, mastering that, and then evolving from that into a masterful, you know, person. Like your eldership is like you having learned what you needed to learn, and you out here schooling and curing other people who are at blockages or forks in the road, right? This is the course of life. So if you're dealing with somebody who's constantly in the mirror stage, which is like they're all about themselves, they're just looking at themselves, I am sexy, I'm attractive, I have money, I have fans, I have, like, when they're in this imagery, is somebody who hasn't gotten past the teenage stage of life, right? Because that's your teenage younger years, right? Your teenage and younger years. You have to ask yourself, if a man or a woman wants to be with somebody who's like 10, 20 years younger than them, please understand it's because that's where their mental capacity is. Okay? Any man, and I'm sorry, I know I get a lot of hate for this, but any man or woman who wants to be with somebody who's like 10, 20 years younger than them, it's because they have not matured. Okay? Because people who have matured to a level worthy of eldership or adulthood would want to be able to convene and converse with people, commune with somebody who they can actually have an intellectual conversation with, somebody who understands, somebody who's been through life, somebody who has been through things where that they can have a meeting of the minds without explaining all the time. Oh, well, by the way, this means this and this means that. But also, Spirit is showing me that somebody who wants to be with somebody 10 and 20 years younger than them is somebody who also has a God complex, okay? Somebody who wants to be the God of this person. Like, I want to get you when you have no idea who you are, and then I want to mold you into who I want you to be, and then hope that it sticks, right? Because that's a God complex. You're implying that you can mold somebody into loving you just because you get them younger. It would imply that your ability to create and cultivate somebody is stronger than God's, right? Because they're already who they are. They are just coming into figuring that out, right? You figure something out. You don't become like, oh, I'm becoming this. Like, you're already the person. What you're trying to do is figure out who that person is, right? Know who you are. You're trying to know who you are. That's why one of the most common phrases in spirituality and your awakening journey is to know who you are. So, you're shifting through this. You're trying to figure out who you are. And then you have this elder person trying to come around who's bitter probably. 9 times out of 10, you're bitter. Okay, 9 times out of 10, you don't feel as worthy as you should. Okay, this is why you want to be with somebody who cannot see that. So you're dealing with somebody who is younger, who doesn't even understand. Anyways, that's your prerogative, right? Of course. But I'm letting you know that if you're actually somebody who is intellectually capable, it will not suffice. You're going to need to be with somebody who gets it. You're going to need to be with somebody who understands. Just hard stop. It's not possible for you to be with somebody who can't who can't comprehend. After a while, it's going to get on your nerves and you're going to end up resenting this person that you chose at this adolescent age. Anyways, but yeah, this person, I feel like they believe that they're overcoming something because like they're taking steps that they've never taken before, but they're baby steps. You feel me? You have to understand this person is like, you're like light years ahead of this person spiritually. Okay? The person that's watching this video, you're light years ahead of this person. And this person has been gaslighting you for a while. I'm hearing a couple centuries. I'm hearing that this is like a past lives type deal where this person is kind of like following you and stalking you through whatever door you go through and trying to just like make your life a living hell. But when you become peace, right? Because peace is an energy. It's not something, or when you embody peace, right? It's not something you can gain without becoming, right? So when you embody peace, those type of tactics no longer work. Excuse my verbiage and my lack of ability to speak. We are in a retrograde right now, and everybody believes that speech is a problem during retrograde, and with the hive mind, it now currently is. But yeah, so we got the King of Wands right here. Coming out the first card. This person is definitely attractive. I feel like that's what got you drawn to this person, is that they're attractive. When you seen them, you was like, fine, delicious. Oh shit. Yeah. But then they started talking and that shit just went right down. right down to the ground. Dig a hole and then put it there. Like it's all the way inside the ground. Like, wow. Yuck. Gross. But yeah, the person is definitely sexy, definitely attractive, but that's not enough. I'm hearing that's not enough. Okay, the next card coming out is the King of Swords. Damn. Okay, this person I'm talking to got options, baby. You got options. Okay, you got the King of Wands coming out, and you got the King of Swords coming out next. So with the King of Swords, I feel like you got two people like kind of like in the shadows, like trying to compete for your heart. One of them is leading with their ego and their lack of ability to take heed or sit in the reality that they don't feel like they're enough. Okay, this person does not feel like they're enough. Okay, so on one hand, they don't feel like they're enough, so they overcompensate, which is actually like a Leo's energy. Respectfully, Leos are definitely like that. See me, see me, see me, see me. You know, but you have to understand, where would that lead from? Where does that come from? Maybe they don't feel like they're enough. Maybe they need extra doses of validation or appreciation to feel worthy and to feel like they're enough, right? It's not always a bad thing, but it can be if you let it fester, right? So this person has been allowing it to fester, so it's a bad thing. Definitely challenges on one end, and then on the other end, this person is like mentally clear. This person has true authority. This person is reliable. This person is a real leader. This person has like a head over heart type of mentality, which is good because you kind of lead with your heart sometimes, which is why you even let this idiot near you, because you lead with your heart. So having somebody who has head over heart mentality kind of balances out that frequency of empathy. But yeah, this person is disciplined. This person is going to be honest to you. They're not going to tell you any lying stories. When this person looks at you, no matter if you have makeup on your face, no matter if you just woke up, no matter if you got boogers in your eyes, no matter if you gained a little bit of weight, this person is going to look at you and be in love with you. Instead of looking at you like, ew, you're fat, instead of looking at you like, ew, you're skinny, this person is going to be like, baby, I can see that you're uncomfortable in your body, and what I'm here to do is bring you peace. I want you to have peace. So let's work out every day. Let's eat certain foods every day and like fast for a certain period of time. Let's meditate. Let's sit in silence, under a tree somewhere and like sit Indian style and just kind of like listen to the wind and the trees and the grass. Let's have a moment to decompress, because anytime somebody is having issues with their weight, be it under or up, it means that there's something going on within them that they need to work out. And your person is going to see that, right? Your person's going to look at you and be like, let's do this together. Let's work out at this time. Let's take a walk every day around this time. Let's eat this at this time and this at this time, and then not eat anymore. Let's make sure that we're getting all of our sleep, baby. Let's make sure that we're hugging more. They try to get your cortisol levels down. That's what a real helpmate and a true flame would say to you, right? If they walking around here like, hell nah, man, I don't want to be with that person, they fat, man. I don't want to be with that person, they hella skinny. Hell nah, I don't want to be with that person, man. I don't like them, man. They hair too short, man. I don't like that, man. They hair too long. Like, whatever it is, you have to understand that your person would not say that. And this person is coming in to show you what that looks like. This new person is coming in to show you what it looks like to be with somebody who loves you through it all, thick and thin. Literally, no pun intended. Okay? Somebody who really genuinely is here to help. They're not here to be a hindrance on your growth and on your peace. They want to help you. So because they know your worth. This person can see that you're the emperor. You're the empress. This person can see that you're a wounded warrior, that you've been through the ringer, and people think because you're so strong that you don't need help sometimes, that you don't need a hug sometimes, that you don't want to be a baby sometimes, treated like a baby. Like, yeah, that was a lot. Like, I'm strong, I can handle it, but holy shit, like, that was a lot. Like, that your person who's coming in, they can see that they're going to be the ones who can see your pain for what it is, and they're not going to be trying to beat you up and try to like manipulate you by poking at your insecurities. right? Anybody who tries to manipulate you by poking at your insecurities is a narcissist who can never, ever, ever be close to you. You should never lay your sleeping body next to somebody who pokes at you at things that they know makes you feel insecure, things that they know makes you take a step back. Below the belt energy, just for telling the truth. I'm hearing Spirit is saying that you just told this person the truth. All you ever did was tell this person the truth about themselves, and they hated you for it. All you did was actually be an actual helpmate to this person. This other person, this person who's trying to come in, your ex, this person who's trying to come in and try to sabotage this connection that's coming in, all you ever did was tell this person the truth. All you ever did was try to better this person so they don't fucking dig themselves into a hole that they're currently in now. All you ever did was try to be that helpmate that guided them on the right path so that they can truly be who they're supposed to be. I just got a whirlwind of energy when I said that, like a whirlwind of emotions. Like, I feel like this wasn't just you. This is like the divine feeling this way about your ex. The angels feeling this way about your ex. Like, holy shit, bro. Like, you think you're amazing. You think you look good. But you are walking in an energy that is toxic and narcissistic and manipulative. So if you think that you look good now, imagine what you would look like if you would just heal. Imagine the level of power you would have if you would just heal. Instead of trying to narcissistically abuse people into position all day. Right? I'm hearing that. Like Spirit said, your ex like tries to narcissistically abuse people into position. Try to narcissistically make people be a way, think a thing. By like beating them, poking at their insecurity so that they just cower and be like, fine, yes. But this new person coming in, y'all, I'm sorry, this energy is very toxic. Whoa. And I feel like you're thinking to yourself, like, how the fuck did I even choose this person? Like, what is wrong with me that I thought that this was my person? What do I need to heal about myself that I feel like I need to be with somebody who treats me this way? And it's like, this person is like kicking and screaming for you to come back, and they're still doing it in a narcissistic way. And this is how you know this person is in a psychosis. Like somebody who believes that you should worship them like God, and that, you know, even in, you know, their sadness or whatever the fuck they're feeling from your absence, even in this, they're still trying to narcissistically try to make you come back with the ritualistic abuse, right? And you know what? If you're one of those people who have an issue with letting go, go back. Go back to that person. Because trust me, when you truly let a person go, you can go back to them and all you would see is a completely different person. You would just be looking at them like, wow, like really? Like you can't like it. And then you'll be able to hear like all of the evilness, all of the condescending energy, all of the narcissistic energy. Like you'll be able to gaslighting, the love bombing. You'll be able to hear it all and see the programming that they're trying to put people under. The programming that you were once under. It's almost like when Neo's eyes got burned out. Spirit just showed me that scene of Neo's eyes getting burned out, and then he could still see the Matrix. Though he could still see, he could still see everything. It's just that it was all energy, right? That's what it's like when you get over a narcissist. Like when you go, like if you were to like just revisit, just to get closure, like just to make sure, like yes, you ain't tripping. This person is a crazy lunatic. Like you're gonna go back if you're truly done. You're gonna go back. And you're gonna be like, wow, what the hell was I thinking? How did I choose you? How did I put you in a position such as my twin flame? Or my soulmate, or my partner, or even my friend? Excuse me. When all you do is play games, all this person ever did is play games. I'm hearing this person lied on your name. He told people that you were or he or she told people that you were the problem. Told people that you were the one that was a narcissist. You were the one that was loved, but because they don't like to hear their issues. They don't like to hear when they're wrong. They don't like to be told that they're going down the wrong path because they got their big I'm the boss pants on. And they're like, nah, I don't want to hear that. I'm the boss. I'm the leader. And I got this. I'm supposed to lead. I'm the leader. I feel like if you're a woman, you are dealing with a man who, even if he was wrong, like I'm seeing a moment, like Spirit is showing me a scene of somebody who is actively, like this is a woman who's actively see a man. She's seeing this man. He's talking and she can see him see how stupid he sounds. But because he is so desiring to lead and be the leader, he won't even acknowledge how stupid he sounds. Like he's just like in the face of her, like he has to be right. He has to say the right, like he has to look strong like a leader. This is what he believes a leader is not being able to say when you're wrong, not being able to have help when you can see you're wrong. Right? This is what that is. And I'm seeing a woman who's seeing that and she's just like, wow, this guy is like really delusional. Like I literally linked with somebody who is delusional. I literally put all my eggs in a basket of somebody who doesn't even believe in God. Like, how spiritual can you be if you don't believe in God? And then you have to ask yourself, where did you get your powers from if it wasn't from God? Like, how are you so masterfully communicative? How are you a master communicator and you don't even believe in the person who gave it to you? Right? Like, or did you get it from somebody who, are you borrowing powers? Right? Because that's what they mean when somebody's on borrowed time. Like, you borrowed somebody's abilities, you borrowed somebody's powers, whatever entity this person serves, your ex. They borrowed somebody's powers, somebody's gentlemanness, somebody's chivalry, somebody's witty mind and witty mouth, sporty talk, right? They borrowed that from someone in exchange for, I don't know, going through life with the influence that they have and actively steering people in the wrong direction. That's what I believe. That's what I truly believe, that your person and your ex-person, they enjoyed steering people in the wrong way, including you. Because at the end of the day, they looked at it like a game. They looked at it like a chessboard, and all they did was move the pieces. They didn't care about the sacrifice. They didn't care about the pieces. All they cared about was getting over to that king so that they can take their shit. Okay, but yeah, this is your reading. Till next time.